Hey guys, what's up? What's going on? This is Tarseus, and welcome to episode 9 of our Minecraft series, You Dead. And so, today in this episode, we're going to be building a project that I haven't had in mind for a couple episodes now. This is the area we're going to build it. I have this area all planned out. We got a 13 long little area right here. Well, 15 if you count the walls that I'm going to be making on this building. But it is going to be quite a big project indeed. Today we are going to be making a semi-automatic, semi-automatic wheat farm. That's what we're going to be doing today. I tested out a lot of different ways to do this, tried it with lights, with redstone torches, and there are no glowstone lamps in the game yet, redstone lamps I mean, in the game yet, and so we're going to have to use water. And as there are no pistons yet, we can't move blocks to automatically do it. And so I got the idea that whenever we just want to harvest this, we're going to be changing the farm area that I made over there too. You guys are probably thinking, what the heck, you just made a farm? Well, not just made a farm, but I do have one. But I want this one to be semi-automatic and fancy like that. So it's going to be pretty tall. We're going to go up there and we're going to have our water bucket. And then we're going to plan out where the water space is going to go. And then whenever I want wheat after this is all done, I would walk up a staircase. There would be a hole like this, and except this would go out through all sides, and then I would drop a water bucket in like that, and then well, if I wanted to harvest it, I would drop a water bucket in like that, and it would spread out through the irrigation canals and stuff I'm going to be making. And yeah, I hope this is going to be cool. I was looking on YouTube and I haven't really seen any videos of people making something like this, probably because most automatic wheat farms were built after pistons were made. But we're going to be trying to build one in alpha here, which is going to be interesting. And so let's see, let's just go up to where we're going to need to be, which is right up here. Alright, so I'm thinking we are going, actually we could have this walkway come out to right here, and then, actually no. Let's see, where do I want the, how do I want the roof to be? I don't know. I'm just gonna do, I think I'm gonna do all the other stuff besides the actual building of this thing, like the inside of it, off camera, I mean not off camera, but in a time lapse. And so I think what I'm going to be doing is gonna place a water bucket here. So let's put some cobblestone all around here. And so that's where our water is going to go. And so then next what we need is to build the irrigation canal, not to fall down. Oh, we're gonna have lots of wheat, so that's going to be fine. Let's just get rid of this thing and build a new one. So let's see, let's go up here like so. And so this is gonna, so you place the bucket there, and then it's gonna drop down to this little canal sort of thing. We're gonna build it all in cobble, and then in the time lapse I'll do it more fancy. And so it's gonna come out like this, and go, when we place the water, it should all go in here, and then it'll be able to spread down even farther. And so this is as far as we're going with it. And so we'll do that. And then we'll go over here and build this sort of thing. How far did I go out with this? Did I leave the space for the block? I did. Okay. And so we'll go out like this. And the good part about this is that the water isn't always going to be going on, and so it'll be a lot easier to build, which is very nice. And so let's go, let's see. So we don't want a block there, but we do want blocks here. And so when we place this water, it'll spread throughout there and then fall down and cascade and make a water irrigation canal. But I do not want it to be fully on yet. And so let's get our wood in here. So this is our little pattern that we had going for when we made the tree farm and the staircase up to it. And so we will want, we're going to continue that but make it a little bit more fancy. And so we're going to have that come up like that, so that's a little wall blocking those. And then make another one right here. And have this come up like so. And then go over here, do the same thing. And, okay. And so we are going, let's see, so we'll place this and then it'll go down there and it'll drop to where the wheat's going to be. And because we can't stand, we need to be able to replant the wheat, since there's, even in the most modern versions of the game, currently is the snapshots in 1.9, there is no automatic way to plant seeds unless you hold right click or something, and unlike a micro farm with bone meal, but we need to be able to replant this, and because we can't stand, we have to be shifting. That's really slow. I want to I want to be able to just hold right click and walk sideways like this, and then just go along with my seeds, and then do the next layer and the next one, because this is a pretty big build. This is going to be our wheat farm for a very long time, at least until they add pistons, which is probably going to be in like 40 episodes or 60 episodes or something like that, which is crazy to think about. It's also crazy to think about that we're on episode 9, but I don't know, that's just me. Maybe you guys are here way in the future, and we're already crazy more amounts of episodes ahead. But anyway, let's get on with this more. So next we're going to have our first layer of dirt. And so the reach is, because water can go out pretty long ways, but the only problem is that we, let's see, let's build this more out. The only problem for us is that with this project we need to, as I was saying, the reach level is only 4, and so we need to be able to reach all these. So I'm going to figure out where that comfortably is, and so we'll see how far along we go out here. Let's take this down more. And I'm not sure how we're going to do lighting either. That'll be pretty interesting. But yeah, let's just continue here. Let's go out with more dirt. This is good that I have so much dirt. I have a lot of it. That should be plenty. And so I think we're going to do 3, and then have a little walkway that when we turn off the water we can just plant seeds. But yeah, let's see. Let's seed. No, I don't know. So let's keep going and put those wood blocks down there. And then let's see, what should we do next? This is the center, and so should we build? Yeah, we're gonna build out one more like this. And I know that the water each time is going to go cascading over to the next layer, which is good because each of these is going to be like another full water source there with only placing one water block here, which is going to be fantastic. And so let's see. I can replace these torches. Let's see how it works so far. Oh, well, that's a problem. That's not good. I guess I need to totally rethink this. I was going off the assumption that this would work just fine, which I guess is wrong. Let's see here. How do I want to do this? How should I do this? That is interesting. I based everything off of a calculation that I did that I guess was wrong because I am too stupid to realize that there should... Oh! I know a perfect fix to this. Do I? I don't know if I do. Let's see how that works. Okay, that has it go out like that. If I keep going along like this. It doesn't spread to the right though. And so let's take our water bucket away. Let's try. I want to figure this out on camera so I can actually do some automation on here with you guys in here. And there might be some monsters that spawn down there, but that's okay. So let's see how that puts us. We might have to make this smaller actually. Oh, let's build up our walls more here so it doesn't flood like that. It doesn't curve to the side though. Huh. Let's see. So when we get it, let's take that down there. And so I wish I should have built the walls up before I did this, but that's okay. We might have to reconfigure the whole design anyway. And so we have it going like this. And so that goes like so. This would be so much easier with pistons, but we won't have those for a while. Maybe this is why I didn't see anyone doing something like this. But let's see, that goes out like that. That could be interesting for a wheat farm. When we place the water block there, it goes down and goes to that one. Huh. Interesting. I think, oh wait, I'm stuck on the forward key. Let's see, so when I do, what if I have breaks in it like this? Well, then I place this back, will it come, oh, let me get rid of all this water first. Okay, so will it go through all those holes or just that first? Yep, okay, just that first one. So let's see here, what should I do for that? Let's get rid of this. I don't think this is really helping us at all. I think I'm going to scrap this idea and rework something off camera. I'm not going to build off camera, but come up with an idea, and I'll see you guys in just 1 second. Alright guys, this is like 1 second after I finish this. I probably shouldn't even cut, but I have a new idea. So I think we're going to make it so this falls down onto a kind of layer sort of system. And so it might be a bit different, but hopefully it'll be fine. We might have to rework the design, but that's what the time lapse is for the later in the episode. And so let's see, if we have it go down here, I'm trying to, let me explain this while I'm doing it. I'm trying to figure out the largest possible area we can have these so that they the water streams touch. Let's see here. Is this good? I want these to be equal though. Let's see, this, I might have to rework this a little bit. Let's see, what about if I want this to be big enough for the parameters that we set here. I don't need something so much bigger than this because food doesn't stack yet. This is going to be our bread factory, but let's see. What if I had it come out like right here? Let's see, this is so 1, 2 over, and so we'll take out the third one here. So this has 2 blocks coming out like that. Let's make it the same over here, so 1, 2, so this one needs to go. Does this look good for the cascading thing? How does that look? I'm interested to see why that is doing that. Let's see. So that's doing that, and so we could actually okay, I know what I'm gonna be doing. Sweet. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have it cascade to this, not on a layer that is like right here, and I'm gonna constrict it a little bit so it won't be as big of a water space as this, but this is big enough if we have if this is automatic. And well, semi-automatic because we have to place the water bucket. Oh, this is why that's going like that. It's oh no, I don't know. But we're gonna have this cascade onto a layer that is down there. So let me get back up here. On a layer that is up here, and those drops are and I'm gonna have the water come down again from that. No, and then actually the drops are gonna be pushed down from that onto a little water collection area that'll push them all to a center point where we can collect them. So we're going to actually have some front area here. This is going to be way different than my first design, but that's okay. Always good for new ideas. So let's just get our shovel here. And then we got to plan this out. And so that's how we're going to have our water there. Actually, can I make it, how much more compact should I, oh, dang it. Now I got to get back up here. Let's take this out. Alright, so let's get back up here. Okay, and then we need to take these out. So let's do this, and so basically it's gonna go onto a platform, and then those will drop into a water collection area, kind of like our tree farm with the sapling collection. But I'm gonna do that in a little time lapse here, and so I'm gonna cut away and then come back in, and then there's King Pig. So we'll see you guys in just 1 second. Hey guys, welcome back. I hope you enjoyed that very long time lapse. And so I have done some work to finish it up off camera, and so I hope you guys like it. And so I'm going to show you it here, and here is the finished thing for the semi-automatic collecting wheat farm. This is it. I have a little boat elevator I made with glass there, which is pretty cool to get up there on the top in case we ever need to get up there. And then I'll show you guys it from the front. By the way, I fixed all the boats in here, and so now they are all perfect again. I don't know how a pig got in there, but I'm pretty sure I fixed it now. And so here it is. It looks pretty cool. I like it. I like the little things on the sides. Those are water sources there that I needed for the farmland. And I found out, I thought my heart like sank for a moment because I thought this ended up being useless for a second. Oh, this is collection area. I made like a little pipe looking thing. I kind of like it. Looks pretty cool. Drops onto right here, all the drops. And so I found out that you do not get seeds when water breaks wheat for you, and so I thought that we had just built a useless wheat farm. So I looked up to see when it would become useful, when we could get seeds. This is it right now. I lost a lot of seeds, as you guys probably saw in that time lapse. And so I thought it was gonna be useless because of the fact that seeds only are added to, like, I built this whole thing because pistons aren't in the game yet, so that's why I made this whole thing based off of water and why it was so complicated and hard to do. And well, it probably wasn't that complicated. I just wasn't thinking about water physics in the right way. Now it was easy that I figured it out, but yeah. And so wheat, when broken by water, didn't leave seeds until after pistons were added, and so I thought that my invention here was useless for a few moments until I realized that if I break all this by hand, which I can because I made sure I can plant all of it by hand, so I can break all of it by hand and then auto collect all of it into that one space where all the water goes down there into that hole with the water. And so if I just break it all by hand first, which is what the planting thing was going to be used for in the first place, then that is going to be good. Let's take this down. That doesn't need to be there. And so this is the area for it, is that you come down here, and this is to the sapling collection area, and then you go through here, automatically closes the door. You come through this area. This is where you can place the water to auto collect it, and then if you want to destroy it or get some, you just come and break it like this, and it works really well. I tried it out once, and I love how it works. And so I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Thanks for watching. Hope you guys like the how it looks and things like that. And if you guys don't want me to do things off camera, just let me know, and I can do I just realized I can do it more in the time lapses and episodes and stuff. I mean, I don't have to have everything be a time lapse, of course, but I can do it more in the episodes if you guys want me to. And so yeah, just let me know. I always love your feedback. And then on this water, I made a little water drop here, and so when you come up to here, you go up through this slab, and then when you want to come down, you just walk over that boat, and then you're down. And so it's pretty cool. I'm loving how the space is going. And guys, this was episode 9, so that means that next episode is episode 10. I have some plans. They're not huge plans for that episode, but just some plans to finish up some projects around here for the time being until I get some more ideas. And so yeah, we're going to be finishing a couple cool things and making everything look good, and so we can get onto projects in the next update, Alpha 1.2. So thank you guys so much for watching. I do hope you enjoyed. I will see you guys all in the next episode. Bye.